Let's see here. Let's see here. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Audio sounds good on my end. Testing, testing. Audio sounds good on my end. Testing. Alright. Welcome back, guys. Just making a quick tutorial here for you, for anyone that wants to get good at this game in 2023. I am no expert at this. I don't claim to be an expert, but I made the mistake downloading this very late, and I had to learn how to play this game from scratch. And it's been adventurous, I'll put it like that, to say nonetheless. I'm going to be showing you guys some helpful tips for using Jedis and Siths, because most people that I fight usually like to go Jedi or Sith, because I mainly got this game for the dueling purposes, as did many other people, I presume. I'm still trying to get good with some people. As you can see, Yoda, I'm just terrible. Rey, I try not to use unless it's like the worst case scenario, and so forth here. Like Kylo Ren, I don't really use him a whole lot. He's 11. Some people I've almost never touched at all. Like well, I pretty much played it. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. This is just to help you guys out, and a few tips that I've learned from watching other people and learn myself. So I am going to be trying to show you guys how to do stuff while fighting. I do not have King with me here right now to show in a proper 1v1. So I can't just directly show you the tips, so I'm going to have to try and show you them mid-fight in a 2v2. It's not my first case of, my first idea, but, you know, we work with what we got with, right? So I'll be showing you, several people, if I get the chance to, if they don't get taken immediately. I usually have a backup. Sorry, my voice is pretty much shot today. I think I'm coming down with a scratchy throat or something. I've had work all weekend. I got a half day off, so probably gonna do a stream later today, either with or without King. I'm not too sure yet. Not even sure what game is gonna be on yet, but I'm gonna take advantage of the time while I've got it off, because I won't be available Monday through Friday. Probably not available Saturday until the evening, and I don't know about Sunday. And I thought I'd get this out to you guys, and it'd be quite helpful, maybe. I'm not too sure. Okay, so they just won that. We'll have to wait here. Oh, come on. This Luke could easily take this Palpatine if you pushed him. Yep, just like that. No chance, maybe not. Okay, there you go. Nice. Alright, so first I'm going to be showcasing Anakin Skywalker and what cards I usually run with him. This is just my personal opinion of what I use. I always go for any character with the maximum health, just as a nice boost. Pull dominance for a greater range. And he deals more damage with his lightsaber, but the attacks, they drain more stamina, so only attack if you know you're going to get the hit off. or if you know your opponent has less than like 25% of your stamina. Again, you'll have to work up to these, because I don't think you unlock, like, it's either these 4 cards or these 2 at the end until level 20. But with the tips and tricks I'm going to show you here, there should be no problem with that. I'll be showcasing things such as parrying, which is amazing if you can get it down. The double dodge. What else is there? I think it's called a hook swing, which I'm still trying to get good at. And basically just how to mentally trick your opponent. So pay close attention to my fighting style here. I'm hoping that I face someone that is 1v1ing and not... Okay, so we have a chance to get in a 1v1 here.
What kind of nonsense is this?
I'm trying to get him over here so we can 1v1. Looks like I'm 1v1ing Vader. Maybe. Where did he go? So I'm trying to engage in this 1v1 here.
We've got superior forces and a Jedi.
Okay, it's not going to be a 1v1, it doesn't look like. Oh, it is. Pay close attention to how I fight here. Double dodge. Basically, it's making them think that you're going behind them when you're actually you are going behind, but you're going to go behind and come right back out.
I will stop you.
Trick him out a bit there. Now, the parrying is going to be hard to showcase. When they're attacking you, you need to attack at the same time, and it will counteract them.
Not so smart now, are you?
That's another trick right there for Skywalker. Right after you use your pull, use the force stomp thing. I forget what it's called. Not my intention there. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to eliminate them both here now because it doesn't look like it's going to be even 1v1 anyway. And then pull. Get 2 hits off if you can. Back off. He could have totally got me there. I don't know why he didn't. I don't know what stopped him. See? He just got a lot of damage done to him. That was not a parry, that was just luck right there. So one trick with him is you want to be able to pull them and then immediately hit them with your ground smash right after. I'm stuck in the wall. What in the heck just happened? I'm kind of faulting here, that's my bad. What just happened there? I'm not really on my A game right now. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Come on. Calm down. Yeah, I did not think it through. You're right. We can't win all of them, so I'm not gonna... May not be able to pull this one off, actually. There we go. Give me some time to get some health back. Okay, or not. We can't win them all, and especially not when they're 2v1ing. It's a hard situation to win. I may be able to hook up a second controller and just show you guys some tips and tricks that way. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, it's hard to showcase, so let me see if I can get it here. You want to be able to, yep, like this. Pull, and then they land, you hit them with that, and then they're susceptible to damage. Pull, come on. Yep, perfect. Okay, I'm getting 2v1. Not impossible to come back from, but challenging nonetheless. Especially due to my stamina decrease. Okay. Now I can show you some proper 1v1 tricks, maybe. Okay, maybe not with my stamina.
Hello. I heard you were looking for a Jedi.
Alright. I'm not exactly sure what just happened to Grievous, because I know I didn't kill him. Okay, they left. Okay, I'm actually going to take this time real quick to hook up a second controller to better showcase this to you guys. It's the mentalism behind it is what I would call it. We got double XP bonus, nice. What I mean by the mentalism behind this is, while dueling, it's not just your skill, but the fact that you need to pay attention to your opponent and their fighting style. A new version of the DualSense wireless controller device software is available. The update will be quick and your console won't need to restart. Some features, yeah, sure, just update it real quick. I don't know why it would need it updated. Much because I did buy a new controller the other day. Like brand smack new. So that could be it. Sorry for the technical difficulty. It's not letting you see the screen. The audio should still be going through though. I can't check and test it, or else it'll echo for like 5 more minutes, like it did earlier. I apologize for that. Okay, so we should be able to sign in now. Sign in as a guest. Waiting. Alright. So, let's see here. Arcade. I'm just going to show you the tips and tricks this way. This is the easiest way possible. Duel, go to the Naboo hangar, 10 and 10. Play SP for all, yeah. I will do both sides. The screen is going to be a bit wonky because it's split screen, and I apologize for that. There will be a better version of this up eventually when I can get someone to help me do a proper 1v1 duel. If King is able to help me out with that, then I'll be able to showcase these tips and tricks to you guys much better. I'll put the load here. So I'm top screen if you couldn't have figured that out by now. We'll come back to Anakin here in a minute. We'll start it with Vader because I know everyone's going to want to use Vader. And we'll just put this as who's someone that's got a lot of health. Anakin, I guess. Just put him same as mine. And I forgot to do my things for Vader, so that's
R2 to keep the ship powered up.
Oh no, my cards are equipped. Well, shoot, I just died for no reason. Okay, so let's get the basics down for Vader. Vader has 3 things. He can throw his lightsaber. He can choke to a decent sized range, and he has something called focused rage, where I believe I don't know. He channels the dark side of the Force and focuses rage. The stamina cost of his melee strikes is halved, and they deal bonus damage with a temporary bonus health. So as you see, I'm at 950, where you then go to 1,550, and you even have a little bit of a speed increase here. Vader is one of the heaviest damaging opponents in this game. However, he also loses stamina very fast without focused rage. This is without focused rage, which seems like a lot of hits in there, but if you're in the middle of a fight and you're parrying, which parrying takes more, parrying is going to be another thing I'm going to have to show you guys in another video, unfortunately, because I don't have someone to practice it here with. It's easier when you have someone idle to practice it with. Not idle, someone attacking when you need them to. So let's find Anakin here. I think he's up top. Sorry for it being a little chunky. A little wonky as well. Okay, yeah. So a double dodge is performed like this. This is mainly used for if you have a stalemate, meaning the fight isn't going anywhere, it's just constant backlash. You want to use your dash. You want to make sure you have at least 2. Some characters have 3, such as Count Dooku and Rey. A double dash is performed like this. It's simple. You just dash behind your opponent and then dash right back to where you were. Because most people, when they're fighting, they'll fight side to side, or no matter where they're fighting, their second dash is where they're going to be. But if you dash behind someone, they're expecting you to do that and just hit them. But if you are to dash forward and then backward, that will leave them subjected to behind. Let's see, another tip and trick with Vader. These are more advanced mechanics, but to finish off an opponent fast, once you have them in a choke, wait a good 2 seconds, throw your lightsaber, dash in, and then get that damage going. There's many. That's not exactly an advanced mechanic. What I'm talking about is when my choke here re-gets its thing. I should have set the thing to go faster.
Cannot hide.
Is you can do combination chokes. Which is more of an advanced thing. So basically, the normal choke, which I just showed you, is the normal choke. Such advanced chokes can choke and then jump with them, and then they'll go with you. Vader's choke can also be used to put people into pits. If you're choking near a pit, which there is no pit here, but if you just use your camera, you can drag them around via the same sort of way that you just watched me carry Anakin here into the sky. I'm trying to think. Yes, I believe another choking mechanic you can be used is from a ledge and then coming down. It's best to always save that choke for when you have your lightsaber throw as well, so you can just choke them and then throw the lightsaber through, dash in, and try and get some damage in there. So here's what it looks like all together as soon as it comes back online. So this is the best one you're probably going to want to go for. So if you're getting pushed, they're right here, and you can just easy. So I mean, it just takes time, and you also got to remember how slow each person is, or fast how each person is. Vader's a heavy hitter, but he's also like 300 pounds of fucking metal. So, I mean, try picking up a semi-truck. So he hits slow, but he damages pretty decent. Now I will be switching to bottom screen to showcase the rest of Anakin Skywalker that I did not get to previously showcase.
Much better than being stuck up in the command center.
Let's see, where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, Anakin is very fast, I'd say, as you've seen me play with him in the last duel with the online person. Same tips and tricks apply, minus choking and whatnot. A double dash can be performed by anyone with a lightsaber. As you memorized Vader's hit speed, Anakin's is slightly faster, if not paced the same way. But be careful if you're running the stamina card, because your stamina will drain almost fast, if not twice as much as Vader's. A few tricks for Anakin would be you have your 3 things here. You've got your pull,
Ready to quit yet?
you've got your heroic might, and then you've got your passionate strike, which is a heavy hitting move. You can be subjected to damage during this, but it breaks their block. And the best way to chain these into a combo is, no matter what it may be, your situation, if you can pull them in, as soon as they land, hit them with heroic might, go in, and then get a hit off, depending on how many hits. I usually go for 2. So just take some practice in the arcade, either with a friend or some bots maybe. I'm not too sure. Probably with a friend to be better off. And you'll want it to look like this.
Not so smart now, are you?
And then back up and get that shield ready. Passionate Strike can really be used whenever. My average time of using it is similar to the double dodge. The double dodge, yeah. So you go forward, back, and then just do that. Easy peasy. There are some events where you could use these backwards, such as use your heroic might and then pull someone in. And when they land, get some damage off and dodge out, just to be safe. If you want to risk it and stay in there, by all means, be my guest. But that's the best way to how to chain Skywalker's abilities. While I have him here, there's a thing I mentioned called the hook swing, and you're probably wondering what the heck is a hook swing. A hook swing is between advanced and intermediate. So for some people, well, for most I think, as a person with a lightsaber, whether it be Jedi or Sith, you can jump, and there's a time window where you can do that, where you can do an attack. Some of them put you like a speed boost forward. See, if I jump in place, I progress no farther than where I was. And then this can be indicated on the top screen, where my right foot is still on the line where I'm jumping from, on like the area, sort of. If you know what I'm talking about, awesome. If not, I apologize. But with this, it usually gets you a bit further with some movement, of course. So moving towards someone, it puts you not too far in front, but just a bit, as compared to just jumping. That's a terrible jump, don't copy that. And it's faster to get back to the ground. So the best way to travel with Skywalker, make sure I don't walk off the cliff here, is if you're rushing, rush twice, and then chain that. That way, by the time you're landing, both of your charges are ready. Or almost ready. Now, a hook swing is to do with this. Same principle as getting a double dodge down is to make their guard shift to behind them. So if they're just constantly blocking, they're only parrying, there's no way to get around them, you want to do this. I suggest you put your look sensitivity up quite a bit, as mine is on Vader's. I forget how to put it up, to be honest. But this really works with high sensitivity, so I fix your settings to what you want. I will be trying to fix them here. Invert angle, zoom sensitivity. I think that's the one I want. That's probably, possibly the right one. Put it like a 65, see if that makes a difference. I'm not too sure. However, it's basically, you want to run, you don't need to exactly run, but you just jump towards them, and that was terrible. Jump towards them, run, and swing. You want to try and get that in, so you want to jump over them like this, right? And as you're in the air about right here, halfway through them, over, on top of them, that's not any better. You want to start that swing, and turn your camera back this way to hit them in the back. It's like a hook. You're hooking them in. So, I'm not the best at it, but I think it looks like this. But yes, but lower, to where I can actually hit them, so... I'm not the best at this. Okay, so less of a jump somehow. Sort of. Go right over. Right over. Wait for Vader's health to get back here. And then like this. Okay, not like that. I think you need to turn your camera. I may not have the look sensitivity. I'm gonna try it with Vader here because the sensitivity is already set to my settings. Vader's I don't recommend you doing too much because he does have a hook swing here, but it's not much of a boost, nor is it faster. So let's see if I can better showcase it here. So you want it to look something like this. Exactly like that. Like just a slash to the back. A little slash, and then you're fine. Like that. And you make sure you get to the ground just in time to be able to block. So just... not too high of a jump. Not too little either. You just want to get right there. I keep forgetting to hit. Right there. There's a little bit delayed, so let's do it again. It's still delayed. Split screen has never been my friend on my system. My monitor here. And that's a hook swing. So, let's go over some of the principles again. Double dodge. Front one, back, hit. Learn your opponent's moves. Like, part of it's just a mental fight in itself. Such as, if you're in a fight and they constantly go like this, up the corners to get you, then you know where they're going to be on their second thing, because they usually will do it. I'm known to do this too. I usually will go up the sides and then back just a bit and catch them off guard like that, or try to and then utterly fail. It really just depends on what exactly happens. It depends on the fight. I'll showcase another character here. Just finish off Anakin. And finish off Vader as well. So for the dark side, we will be showcasing Maul. And for the light side, I will be showcasing you Obi-Wan. I'm more of a Sith guy, so I'm gonna start off here with Maul.
Then. Nothing too fancy.
We get them to the same part of the map at least.
Approach. How very uninspired.
Where is Maul? Where is Maul? Okay, there's Maul. Total lore accurate fight here. So, for Maul, he has 3 abilities, which include a lightsaber throw, a choke, and sort of like a launch. To either get ground, it may do damage, such as this. I usually use it to travel faster. Same for his hook swing. He does quite fast amount. too fast, but he's quite a fast person to parry. So it's harder to parry, and you're better off just playing this strategically rather than efficient duelist-wise. Same principles go for Maul. He's just faster, so you want to, whatever you can try and do. The choke will look like this. I'm trying to wait for Obi-Wan to heal a bit. This can get you ground, or you can do this, just rush in and try and finish the job. With Maul, sometimes to get in closer to your opponents and push them when they have low health, low or little health, is use your dashes, and then dash back to them, and now you're behind them, and this leaves them subjected to a throw. I meant lightsaber throw. Your this throw can be used really whenever you want it to be. I suggest using it at the beginning if someone's rushing you at the beginning of a match, because they're not going to have the time to block it most of the time. Another fun fact is you can use your lightsaber throw while in air. So to all you new beginners that probably are going to figure that out anyway, now you know. Now you know for sure. The thing I love with Maul is also the thing I hate with him, is if he does throw you near a pit, same as Vader's choking, you're going bye-bye. Okay, I've got to get Obi-Wan back here.
Oh, this is going to be easy.
So really it's just about taking it slow, but also taking it fast. The hook swing it. Is he not up here? Oh, is he on the other one? I think so. See how I use it to get ground here? To cover a lot of ground real quick. Same with your hook swing. Hook swing, no different. Jump. Right, let's get him out of the corner here a bit. That is not what I wanted. Okay, I just put the controller in the hand real quick. Alright. Now, the hook swing is that, and you just want to, just like that. That's a semi-proficient hook swing. You want to make sure you get all the way turned around, though, and behind them. Not too high of a jump, not too little of a jump. Or you can just do one of my favorite tricks that I don't ever use is frontward hook swing, and would be, instead of going back behind them, just run at them, make sure that they're not going to use the force on you, throw you or push you, whatever it may be, and go like that. That leaves them subjected for a quick second, so you can get in some damage here and just back off, because chances are you're going to take damage too, so it's a risky maneuver. That's pretty much it for Maul. Now for Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan isn't exactly a duelist, as you'll find out with most of his heroes versus villain cards and whatnot. He's more of a supremacy type of guy, but if you're looking to use him for dueling, similar things apply. He has a okay hitting. His stamina diminishes quite quickly. His three things for him are all-out push, which is
There is no death. There is
range-based, which I forgot to equip the cards. It's basically a force push, but it has a smaller area with a heavier impact. Restrictive mind trick, or I forget exactly what it's called. But what it does is doesn't let them use their abilities, and they can only duel. Depending on what card you have on, that may be a longer time of effect or a shorter time of effect. And finally, I forget what it's called.
Don't mind me.
Defensive rush. You defend blaster shots while running. You can be damaged, but not as bad. Like, if your crosshair is right on the target of your shooter, then you should be fine. But you can run and you can do a strike while doing it. You press R2 and you get a strike in. The best way to chain these, your push is the same as your Furious Rage for Vader. You can really just use it whenever you want. But if you're looking to chain these, the best thing to do is, like I said, you're still able to take damage while doing defensive rush. But if you use this, you can then run in, do a circle around them, and get damage in, and then try and time it to where, like, the last second you use your R2 or your right trigger, whether you're an Xbox or PlayStation player. If you're watching PC, if you're on PC and watching this, I'm not exactly sure what the control is for it, but so you want it to look like this. Move them all a bit here so we have some room to work with.
You want to reconsider your actions.
And then from there you can try and get in a few hits off the side. There it is. Heavy hit for the push, but it does take a while to charge. So make sure that your target will not move while you're doing it, or at least you can, I forgot to mention this, you can change the direction mid-thing while it's doing it.
There is no emotion, there is peace.
So you want it, your average fight, you want it to look like this,
You don't need me
if it's going stale. And for Obi-Wan's hook swing is pretty much where it originates from almost. The sensitivity is all off, but that's pretty much it for Obi-Wan. Now for the dark side, we have General Grievous. Not General Grievous, excuse me. Count Dooku.
Tell me what you want. I'll show you how the dark side can help you achieve.
He has 3 rushes rather than 2 because he's just gooder, which really helps for your double dodge here.
You would be wise to do the same.
And you can go in from the side here and start attacking. His 3 abilities are Force Lightning,
Demonstration then.
Duelist, which I will show you here in a minute, and Exposed Weakness. Exposed Weakness makes them slower and more subjectable to damage, and just makes them worse in every sense of the meaning. Duelist, this is Dooku's normal attack. It's quite slow, but it's elegant. And here's how Duelist affects. Makes Dooku an unstoppable killing machine for a short time. Can be used very good right before a fight. It is very hard to parry. And he really originates the hook swing here, where you just go in like that. Him and Anakin are the best people to practice your hook swing with. So I'd say the best way to chain this is as I'm about to demonstrate. Where you at, Luke?
Boyish zeal does not make one a Jedi.
If you can get this lightning in here, it's amazing. And then really use Exposed Weakness whenever. I use it right before, and I kind of forgot here. So you want it to maybe look like this. This is if you're sure you're going to get the kill. This is more like a worst case scenario type thing, seeing as you are using all of your abilities here. So expose them, make them subjectable, Duelist, Lightning, and then finish them. They won't be able to fight back at that point. If they've been hit by that lightning, there's a rare chance that they'll be recovering from it.
Same as always.
Alright, Luke Skywalker. One noticeable thing with Luke compared to... Why is it so dark on the screen? Okay. Oh, that's where the zoom sensitivity is. You can't see as much. Definitely changing that back. Jeez. What was that, like 45? Or is it just dark on my screen? I don't know. That will be quite irritating, though. One noticeable thing for Luke Skywalker is, unlike anyone else, besides one other person, and you'll see what I mean, what I'm talking about here in just a minute, he has, well, let's just get down to his 3 abilities first, and I'll tell you. He has a normal Force Push, he has similar to Anakin Skywalker, go figure, a Ground Smash, which is just Repulse, and just a Rush. It's basically to cover ground as well as do damage. See, 10 player damage, not too bad. He's more of a fast fighter. His stamina goes fast, but so doesn't his striking moves. His rush, not his ability, but his force rush recharges quite quickly. And if you're fighting a pro player, they'll probably be hitting you with everything they've got. Now, as I was saying, the one thing that most people don't know is that Luke Skywalker's Force ability can actually be used while he's in the air. Vader can't choke while in air, he has to be grounded. Anakin Skywalker can't use his pull while he's in the air. And you can actually jump and use the Force Push. So, you might be wondering, how does this affect me at all? How is this going to help me in a fight, in a duel? Well, right before you fully go in for the fight, to start it off, if you want to, you can run in and use your push, and it will look something like this. So run, jump, and then push. And now they're susceptible to hits while they're on the ground. Repulse can really be used whenever. I usually tend to use it in the same principle as the Anakin Skywalker, where after I use the push/pull, I use my repulse and then go for the damage. It all just depends on who I'm fighting, what all they're running card-wise, and whatever my environment is. So it'll look like this. And then get some damage in there. I suggest you use Rush whenever they're coming at you and you don't really have much health. As stupid as it sounds, what I mean is you're running low on stamina, you can use your back and then do that and then get away. It gives you a second to recuperate your health. Or another one is just, Dooku, get out of the boxes, is dash beside them with it even, and then go from the sides. So the best way to chain these would probably be to do this. At the end there, it's a little slow, so maybe don't use your rush. It's honestly up to you how you approach it. As I was saying, there is one other person. I did not mean to pick Palpatine. I could have just respawned, I just realized that. Kylo Ren has 3 abilities, which consists of a pull, something where he will freeze you if you're in his area of effect, and one I have to show with standing near someone to hit, or else it will not work. Where am I even at right now? Oh, we're over here. No, we're not. We're over here. Let's get over here and that is Frenzy. It's quick precision attacks. You can be taking damage in it. I don't know if you can parry this, but here's what it looks like. 3 strikes, fast precision. And stamina's okay, but he does attack. They're not as slow as Vader, but still slower than most. So if you're looking to, oh yes, the freeze looks like this. They cannot do anything while it's active. Oh, hey man, what's up? We're just making a video here showing off some tips and tricks on to get a little better at Battlefront for Jedis and Sith. Thanks for coming out. What was I? Oh yeah, so the best way to chain for these abilities would probably either be between pulling and then freezing, or freezing and then pulling. There's actually very many ways you can chain with Kylo Ren. One of the ways that I like to do is not even use my pull, and it's just to freeze them, use Frenzy, back off, and then pull, and finish the job. Just like so. We've got one more person to showcase for the Jedis. And I think we've got one more person to showcase for Sith. I'm not quite sure. That's gonna hurt his nose in the morning. Do we have one more? Yes, we do. We have Grievous. I will be probably making another video on shooters eventually once I get skilled with them. Really skilled enough to show how to use them. Let's see here. Where is Ray? Ray is right over there. We'll show off Grievous first to get him out of the way. He's a quick individual, I'd say. So he's got... Ooh, didn't mean to switch there. So he has 800 health, 2 dashes. He's not force sensitive, so he doesn't really have a high jump. But he's got a pretty good leap here. He's not that fast, but yeah, it works out. So Grievous has 3 things he can use ability-wise. He has Claw Rush, which is used to get your ankles of your opponents. It's quite fast, but it catches them off guard. I forget what it's called. Unrelenting Advance. Basically, you cannot be damaged from the front, I do believe, while this is active, and you'll know this from the movies. You can still walk towards them while it's active, it's harder to control, and you cannot go backwards. And then I think this goes either through blocks, or it just gets you up and close and personal to where it's hard to block. But it is Thrust Surge. He lunges forward, stabbing his enemy, and pins them down, so it'll look like this, which they are then subjected to many things. You could either go for just a normal hit at that point, you could do your Unrelenting Advance, or even your Claw Rush. I'd recommend either Unrelenting Advance or the Thrust one, because that Claw Rush, they're already on the ground, so they're probably going to predict what you're going to do. So it would look like this, and then hit him for some damage. Or it'll look like this, if Rey can survive here. Her health is not looking too great right now. So it'll look something like this. Either one. Either one's great. And then Claw Rush is best used either right before a fight or even during a fight. It's kind of hard to block because it's hard to see Grievous sometimes. But what it does is it knocks your opponent over, and it's the same principle as Obi-Wan's defensive rush. Just try and stay next to him, and when you pop back up, you can hit him. And try and get that fast hit off there. That's pretty much Grievous. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I forgot for Grievous? No. 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 Ooga booga booga. Alright. I do not like how close Rey's lightsaber is to her face right now. Rey is, I believe, if I remember, quite a slow individual. She has, well, forgive me, might be a certain skin that has 3 rushes, but right now she only has 2. Let me reload it here and see if I can fix that. It shouldn't be a skin thing, but maybe it is. Okay, it's not letting me change it. Let's equip some cards here. Insight, which you'll find out about here in a minute. I'm never use her, so I'm just equipping some random things.
Are you offering me a job?
Alright. So Ray has 3 things to use, which consist of, I forget what it's called. Mind Trick, Insight, and a Dash Strike. Mind Trick is quite abusive, and it's used by Ray mains a lot. People that main Ray. And I'm going to have to show you with my controller. So this is normal going forward. You're just going to have to take my word here. Under the effect, your controls are actually backwards, so it just makes it harder to fight as a mentalism thing. You're still able to fight, but your camera sensitivity is also decreased by a lot. Insight is for if you're hunting people down, basically. Sorry about that. So basically, if you're so let's say I didn't know Grievous was here. I use Insight, and it shows me that Grievous is right there. And it works for a short little while, so you can see what they're planning before his beacon goes out. It's quite helpful, unless you're just like me, who turns every corner blindlessly, switching from shoulder to shoulder sensitivity, and checking like this. And there he is. And Dash Strike is, the same, like I said, same principle as Obi-Wan's Defensive Rush. Is you rush and whatnot. And I believe you can get a hit in here with not a normal hit like that, but a hit in the form of a strike. No, it's a normal hit, but it can just be changing. So I actually don't use Ray a whole lot, so this may not be helpful. It may be helpful. But here's how I usually chain them. Because this defensive strike here can be thwarted quite easily. So what I usually do when I play Ray is mind trick them, so they're not on guard, get behind them, and then finish them off in the front. So altogether it'll look like this. So my abilities charge back up. So you want to mind trick them, get him, and then hit him. And back off, and then just keep fighting normally, as you normally would, however you'd fight with Red. Let's see here, what else we got? I think that's pretty much it for... trying to see. Oh, yes, Yoda. I'm not almost at all any good with Yoda, so it may not be the best to take my advice from this. But let's see. Find Grievous. Yoda is honestly, he's a really good fighter, but you gotta know how to use him, and I do not know how to use him yet. So I can show you what his abilities are. I am not going to be able to show you the best way to use them. I will be able to show you what ways people use them on me, but that's about it. So Yoda is quite different than other Jedi. Instead of having a block, he has the Force to his advantage in a similar stature. I did not mean to do that. The Force abilities cannot be used against me with this thing up facing towards them. Of course, if it's over here, doesn't matter. This keeps me from getting used against Darth Vader or Maul's Throw. They can still come within the area. They will not be taking damage or anything, and they can still hit. Okay, I guess I can't. That might explain a lot, actually. Anyway, there's that. And now to his 3 abilities, which is a Force Push, as you saw a second ago. Presence. He's basically a healer. Gives himself a boost of health along with other teammates. And he has a strike that cannot be blocked. It's, yeah, damaging without being blocked. It's a pretty good leap. So, the best way to fight with Yoda that I've seen people go against me, wise, would be, they'll start trying to attack from out here like I will, because I'm a noob with going against Yoda. And then they'll come in, get some damage, go back and forth, they'll heal, try and get that push, and then go in for the takedown. They won't do it as fast as that, but that's pretty much the presence of what they set you up for. Going up against a Yoda player is like setting yourself up for failure unless you know how to counteract him, which I have not exactly learned yet. So it's a work in progress. Is that everyone already? Already? It can't be everyone already. Vader, Ren, Maul, Grievous, Dooku. How many people do we have left for... Oh, I can't die again or else that's game. Anakin, Obi-Wan. I think it's everyone. Well, I hope you guys find this video helpful. I'm going to be editing it as time goes on. I say that like it's going to be eons from now. Thanks for coming out. Random Edits, shout out to you, man. You're the only one I had in here while I was live. I will be streaming later on Twitch today, possibly. I don't know when I'll be streaming it, but I hope to see you guys there. You may see this video like 6 years from now. I don't know. But, there's just a few helpful tips on how to get a little bit better at Battlefront and how to use people better. I hope it helped. I hope you find it beneficiary. If you want, message me on PlayStation and maybe we can try and set up a 1v1 duel and I could try and teach you that way. I like to connect with my viewers. I'm a people person. So, finishing off here, I'll just finish off Yoda and then we'll call it. Like I said, I hope this video was really helpful to you guys. I went into this game blind, as I've said prior. So, I mean, I hope you guys found it really helpful. Yoda will now meet his end.
A valiant effort. You should not have come out of hiding.
Your empire,
Good night.
Enough.
Power of the dark side. Alright, thanks for coming out, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Jokesy out.